Revenge is a word that makes us think of dramatic confrontations, fiery comebacks, and public scandals. But what if I told you that Meghan Markle's greatest revenge wasn't any of those things? No explosive interviews, no bitter feuds, just quiet, undeniable success. How did a woman who once struggled to find her place in Hollywood end up outshining one of the most powerful institutions in the world? And why is her silence more powerful than anything she could have said? This is the story of Meghan Markle's silent revenge, a journey that began long before she ever stepped foot in the royal palace. Meghan Markle was never meant to follow the rules. Born in 1981 in Los Angeles, she was raised by a strong, independent mother who taught her the value of resilience. As a biracial child navigating two different worlds, she learned early on how to stand her ground. Even before she met Prince Harry, Meghan was already breaking barriers. She wasn't just another actress, she was a woman on a mission. From writing letters to major corporations about gender equality at just 11 years old to carving out a successful career on her own terms, Meghan was never one to sit back and accept the status quo, but no amount of preparation could have readied her for the storm that awaited her in the royal family. When Meghan and Harry's relationship went public, the world watched in awe. A modern, independent woman marrying into one of the oldest institutions in history. It felt like a fairy tale, but behind the scenes, Meghan's presence was shaking the very foundation of the monarchy. The press turned against her. Palace insiders resisted change, and soon she realized that no matter what she did, she would always be seen as an outsider. Then came the decision that changed everything. In 2020, Meghan and Harry made a move that sent shockwaves through the world. They stepped back from royal duties. Critics called it reckless. The tabloids spun it into scandal. But Meghan? She didn't waste time defending herself. She had a different plan. While the royal family was stuck in a cycle of tradition, Meghan was building something new. She signed multi-million-dollar deals, launched a foundation, and became a true force for change. She wasn't fighting for a crown. She was creating her own empire. And the best part? She never had to say a word. Her success spoke for itself. Here's the twist. While Meghan was thriving, the royal family was struggling. Scandals, public criticism, and internal conflicts dominated the headlines. For years, they had tried to silence her. But in the end, she didn't need the royal family. It was the royal family that needed her. Meghan Markle's journey isn't just about royalty, fame, or even revenge. It's about something much bigger. It's about knowing your worth, choosing your peace, and rewriting your own story when the world tries to write it for you. How many times have you felt like you weren't enough? Like no matter how hard you tried, there were people who refused to see your value? Maybe it was a job that didn't appreciate your efforts, a relationship where you constantly had to prove your worth, a situation where you felt trapped, unheard, unseen. Meghan's story is a reminder that true power isn't in fighting battles that drain you. It's in walking away and building something greater. She could have stayed in the palace, played by their rules, fought for acceptance. Instead, she chose herself. And that choice changed everything. Think about this. The same media that tried to tear her down now can't stop talking about her success. The same people who doubted her are now watching her thrive, not because she sought revenge in the traditional sense, but because she mastered the art of silent, unstoppable growth. And that's the lesson for all of us. When life pushes you into a corner, when people tell you that you don't belong, you have two choices. You can shrink yourself to fit in, or you can stand tall, walk away, and create something so powerful that they have no choice but to notice. Your success is the loudest response. Your peace is the greatest victory. And your ability to rise above, without seeking validation from those who never truly valued you, is the ultimate revenge. So, whatever you're going through right now, remember, you don't need permission to be great. You don't need approval to be happy. And you definitely don't need to stay where you are not valued. Like Meghan, choose yourself. Choose your peace. And watch the world take notice. What do you think about Meghan Markle's silent revenge? Have you ever had to walk away from something to find your true happiness? Let's talk in the comments, and if you love stories that inspire, empower, and challenge the status quo, make sure to subscribe for more, because this is just the beginning.